Alright, today boys and girls, we're going to learn how to cut styrene tube the easy way. Got my styrene tube here. Gonna put it into the chuck of my cordless drill. Tighten that just a little bit, not too much. And I'm gonna start spinning it clockwise. Olfa scriber or plastic cutter. Love these. Bastard file. Alright, first I'm going to take the bastard file. And you don't want your tubing to be too long or else it's going to bend and get all wobbly. And with the file, I'm just going to go back and forth. That's going to make the edge nice and flat. I'm also going to take and just slide it slightly over the edge. It gives it a little bit of a round edge. If you want it totally flat, go back to doing that. I want this piece to have a little bit of a round edge. Next, I'm going to take my plastic cutter. Actually, I'm going to take my pencil. And I'm going to mark where I want it cut, which is about right here. That gives me a line, so I know. Plastic cutter now. I'm going to take, and I'm going to hold it and just scribe right on the line as it's spinning. Boom. I have a little indent there now. And that indent is perfect for my box cutter. I'm going to take my box cutter, put it into the groove, give it a little push, spin slowly, apply pressure until it pops off, and what you have is a perfectly cut piece of plastic tube with just perfect 90-degree edges. Can't get much easier than that. Now, if you're going to do larger tubing, I like to use a cheap pipe cutter that I got at Harbor Freight. I'm going to take a piece of tubing. Let me find an appropriate piece here that I want to cut. This one will do. Now, what I like to do, this is going to squish the plastic when you go to cut it. So I like to, and it'll cut eventually, but I like to put a little piece of pipe that's the exact diameter of the inner diameter and put that inside. That actually lets it cut easier, straighter, and without risk of it turning into a screw. You get that candy cane looking spiral. You put that in, you apply some pressure, and you just spin. And every rotation or two, you tighten it just a little bit, and you keep rotating. This is great for the larger diameter pieces that don't fit in the drill. And you just keep going, and then eventually it's going to snap, and you're going to end up with another perfect 90-degree piece of tubing. Now, while I'm at it, while we're doing tubing, sometimes you want to cap this tubing with a circle, right? So, I'm going to take some 0.002 inch styrene sheet from Evergreen, circle template, and you can see I've already done a bunch on this. I'm going to take a pin vise with a needle, just a normal push pin that you would use for sewing. I'm going to hold both of them very tight to the cutting board, and I'm just going to keep going around and around, back and forth. I find that if it starts to stick in one direction, go in the opposite, and you're going to keep doing this until you see the plastic disc start to spin. Sometimes, like I just did, it'll slip. But, you can pop this out without any issues. Perfect circle. A little bit of flash on the edge here from when I popped it out, but that sands away real easily. You just take a little piece of sandpaper and go around the edge, and you're all good. So anyway, that's dealing with round plastic for the day. Have a good one. Bye.